Hello friends, welcome to SSC class where English has been taught as a third language. Today we are going to learn very humorous poem The Twins, Unit 2.3, page number 58. We are going to follow 7 steps to learn this poem. Step 1, loud reading. Step 2, silent reading. Step 3, meaning of new words and phrases. Step 4, explanation of each stanza. Step 5, rhyme scheme of the poem. Step 6, figures of speech. And last, that is step 7, summary of the poem. Now we will read the poem. The name of the poem is The Twins. You can say it is also title of the poem. In form and feature, face and limb, I grew so like my brother that folks got taking me for him and each for one another. It puzzled all our kith and kin. It reached a fearful pitch, for one of us was born a twin, yet not a soul knew which. One day, to make the matter worse, before our names were fixed, as we were being washed by nurse, we got completely mixed. And thus, you see, by fate's decree, or rather nurse whim, my brother John got christened me and I got christened him. This fatal likeness even dogged my footsteps when at school, and I was always getting flogged, for John turned out a fool. I put this question fruitlessly to everyone I knew. What would you do if you were me to prove that you were you? Our close resemblance turned the tide of my domestic life, for somehow my intended bride became my brother's wife. In fact, year after year, the same absurd mistakes went on, and when I died, the neighbors came and buried brother John. The poem is written by Henry Sambrook Lee. Now, step 3, we will follow this step. Meaning of new words and phrases. First word is twins. It means brother or sister born of the same mother at the same time. जुळी भावंडे. Second word, that is phrase, form and feature, structure and appearance, रूप व चेहरेपट्टी. Folks, it means people, म्हणजे लोक. Taking, here meaning is somehow different, that is mistaking, चुकून एकाला दुसराच समजणे. Kith and kin, it means relatives, म्हणजे मित्र व नातेवाईक. Pitch means limit, म्हणजे मर्यादा. Decree, order किंवा हुकूम. Whim, a sudden change of mind, म्हणजे लहर. Christened, name given to a baby at the naming ceremony. नामकरण केले. Here it is past tense, so we will see that it is past also it is past tense in Marathi. नामकरण केले, नामकरण करणे, इथे केले. Fatal, leading to disaster or death, म्हणजे हानिकारक. Likeness, similarity in appearance, म्हणजे सारखेपणा. Dogged, it means continued to follow, म्हणजे पिछा न सोडणे. Flogged means beaten up, म्हणजे चोप बसला. Here is also past tense, so चोप बसला असं मराठीत आपण केलं आहे. Fruitlessly means without producing any useful result, म्हणजे निरर्थकपणे. Turn the tide, it means changed the situation, परिस्थिती बदलली. Next word, absurd means foolish, मूर्खपणाची चूक म्हणूया आपण. So here all the words and phrases are over. Now we will follow the next step, that means explanation of each stanza. Now see the first stanza again. The narrator was one of a pair of twins Right from birth, he and his brother were similar in form and feature, face and limbs. The resemblance was so close that people began mistaking one for the other. All relatives and friends were confused, and at times the confusion reached a very high level, it means pitch. It was certain that one of them was born a twin, but no one knew for sure which of them was it. One day, just before their christening, as they were being washed by the nurse, they got interchanged. Thus, it was either due to the nurse's mistake or because of destiny's decision. The narrator's brother got the name John intended for the narrator, and the narrator got the name intended for his brother. Now see the meaning of third stanza. The narrator says that the likeness and very bad and serious effects and followed the two like a shadow all through their lives. At school, the narrator was usually punished for the mistakes made by his brother. The narrator put the following question to everyone he knew, though without getting a definite answer, what he would do in order to prove his identity if he were in his place. Now see the meaning of last stanza. Even the narrator's domestic life was affected by this close resemblance, for it turned out that the girl he intended to marry became his brother's wife. Year after year, the same absurd mistakes went on, with the result that when the narrator died, the neighbors came and buried his brother John, mistaking him for the narrator himself. Now students, we will learn the next step, that is the rhyme scheme of the poem. See the first stanza. How to identify the rhyme scheme we will see in detail. In the first stanza, we will see the last word of each line. We will underline it. See the first word of first word, limb, brother, him, another, kin, pitch, twin, which. Now see, we have to identify that which word is rhyme with other. See, limb and him are the words rhyme with each other, so we will give the a, small a, for those words. Now see the next one, that is brother and another. These words are rhyme with each other, so we will give the letter small b for both. Now see the next one, kin and twin are the words which are rhyme with each other, but we will give it letter C for kin and twin. And now pitch and which are rhyme with each other, so we will give next letter to them, that is letter D. Now we can say the rhyme scheme of the poem is A B A B C D C D. So that is the rhyme scheme of all stanzas. So rhyme scheme of whole poem is A B A B C D C D. Now next step, that is figures of speech. Here in this poem, 3 figures of speech occurs. First one is hyperbole. Actually, the whole poem is good example of this figure of speech, but we will see the most humorous line, that is the example of this figure of speech. And when I died, the neighbors came and buried brother John. Next figure of speech is alliteration. That means same letter is repeated. Good example of that figure of speech is the line in form and feature, face and limb. Here F letter is repeated again and again, that is F sound is repeated. Third one is pun, that is a good example of that line is it reached a fearful pitch. Here fearful is the word. It intended both the meanings. Actually it is not the fearful, it is actually humorous pitch, but here for that another word is used, that is opposite word is used, that is fearful. So we have learned now figures of speech. We will follow the last step now, that is summary or central idea of the poem. The central idea of the poem is the problems faced by one of the identical twins. All the problems are so exaggerated that they create humorous effect. Still, the poet achieved balance by making the reader believe, at least for a short time, the way of thinking of his argument. Thank you.